Hi, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Oh, it's been a long time since I've done a live. It's exciting though. It's definitely exciting to be here. I hope I'm heard because like I said, it's been a while. It has been a while. I hope everyone's Sunday is going well so far. How is everyone out there? I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And New Year's Eve is this week, and the New Year is this week. And I know everyone has heard this already that the New Year just pretty much flew by, and it did. Yes, absolutely, it did fly by. But I'm not going to delay us any longer. Thank you guys so much again for joining my live Sunday session. I used to do these a couple of years ago, I want to say, and here I am trying to do it again. Today's session is about YouTube, this platform, and why is YouTube so hard? Because that's a question that I know a lot of people find themselves asking themselves. And so I did a video, I posted the video a couple of days ago on the channel. Why is YouTube so hard? 7 tips to for the small creator, the busy adult, the busy creator to know and to try to put into practice going into 2026. So I was like, let's get in the mix in 2026 because YouTube is a challenge, but it doesn't have to be. I want us to try to make it a little bit easier than it has been for us going forward. So, the first tip that I did mention in the video was time. So, how many people out there they look at time and they're like, time goes so fast. Like I was just speaking about the new year that's coming and how it feels like this year just flew by. So, time is something you can't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. And it's like you can sit here and say all day, "Oh, I wish I would have done this, wish I would have done that." However, you can't change the past. However, you can change your future when it comes to time. So my main thing was, first of all, go ahead, look at your calendar, look at your schedule, and figure out where is this time that I need to find to create this content that I want to share because you have a voice. There's something that you need to share. And when you aren't sharing on your platform, people miss you. People will ask you, when are you going to do another video? And I like that video that you did about this or about that because I know people have asked me. So that's the reason why I'm saying to you guys, you've got to make the time if this is something that you really want to do. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and it just seems that time keeps getting in my way. So, what I told you guys to do next is to create a schedule, and I did show this schedule. This is something that I actually created in Canva, and it starts with at 5 o'clock in the morning because that's the time that I try my best to be up so I can start exercising. And it goes from Sunday to Saturday, and it actually goes all the way to 9:30 p.m. because that's the time that I would like, in a perfect world, to be asleep. So, in a perfect world, but this is not a perfect world, and I know that's another thing with us, and we're going to have a challenge about getting more sleep. That's to come. And I say these challenges that I want to do because I do these for myself, but I also do these for you guys as well because I know and I hear people talking about the struggles and the hardships that they experience and that they have with getting enough rest and having time and schedules and just all this stuff. So I'm just like, okay, let's just try to see if we can help people because I definitely could use the help. So I even mentioned in the video, if you do not have Canva, I thought about linking this for you guys. If you want me to link this, just hit the thumbs up and I'll share this with you guys. I'm trying to think if I could have it where you could actually print it off if you want to and just kind of write your own times in there. I don't know if I could do it where it could be where you could do it as far as maybe personalize it for yourself. I'm not sure if I can do that. I will try. However, I do have this ready. So you work on your time, you work on your schedule. Your schedule is going to show you where you can squeeze in some time on this day or on this day. Now, there are some people who may say, you know what? I am not squeezing it in on this day and this day and that day. I'm going to do it all in one day. Now, if you look at your calendar and you have a full day that you can commit to recording, to editing, making a thumbnail, filling out your description box, posting on Instagram, or doing your post in the community on YouTube, if you have a full day to commit, go for it. I am not going to tell you to do something different. If you see in your on your calendar, in your schedule, that you can commit to a full day where you just do all the things that it comes to when it comes to creating, go right ahead. So the next tip I mentioned in the video was prepare. So preparing, it may look different for some, but for most it's pretty much deciding where you're going to shoot your content. Like I decided yesterday I wanted to shoot in my library. This is just my little corner in my office where I have books galore, and then I have inspirational stuff, as you can see, inspire and create, and I even have LJ's Real Life up there. You can't see it, and I have the hourglass up there that I used on a live a couple of years ago. So I just have some things that are motivational on here, as well as some books that I enjoy. There are YouTubers out there that I am subscribed to. They have written books. I have books from them, and it's just a nice little corner in my office. And I decided, you know what? Let's just record right here. And so that you have to set up your light. I have a light to my right, to you guys' left, and I have my window here, so that gives me a little light as well. Then I have a tripod, then I have my microphone. Made sure this was charged. I have a little podium right here. I hope I'm not giving you guys a lot of feedback with this microphone. I'm gonna see if you guys can see. Yep, I have a podium right here in front of me. And like I said, I have my tripod. I had to make sure my battery was good, so when I'm recording, we won't have any issues. Let's see, what else did I do to prepare? What I'm wearing, how I was going to have my hair. I had to do hair and makeup. I mean, you're a one woman or a one man show when it comes to us being small creators and when we're trying to create on this platform. So it's like you have to do everything until you can have a crew, until that time comes when you have a team of people that can assist you. Then you have to do everything yourself, especially if you have a full-time job, if you have a business, if you have a family, if you're married, just so many things, so many responsibilities that you may have. It's like go ahead and prepare early, prepare the night before, set like everything I just told you guys I have around me, set that stuff up the night before. It will not hurt. It won't hurt at all. Actually, it's going to help you. It's going to definitely help you. And then I talked about planning in the video as well. No feedback. You sound great. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So planning. Planning is something that is probably challenging for some. Is not as It can be challenging for me, but the thing about it is I have a running list on my phone that I have. My brother, I call him my manager, my channel manager. He met with me years and years ago, and he told me to compile. He said, every idea you have, compile it, compile all of your ideas. Then he told me to put them in categories. So I'm going to share that with you guys. He said, put them in categories because for me, I have so many ideas about time management, about food, about healthy eating, healthy living, exercise, and lifestyle, so many different things. And he said, try to categorize those things so I can go to this this spreadsheet that I have created and I can say, okay, I want to do this video, this video. So I have so many ideas. My problem is just trying to decide when to create certain things because certain times of the year people are more prone to, you guys already know, it's about to be January this week. What are people doing in January? It's the new year. What's happening, y'all? If you want to comment below. I'll share what I know most people are doing because this actually happened last year for my situation. People are trying to get physically fit. People are trying to get in shape. And I was a personal trainer. I actually had a client and we were working together and she quit. I guess it was just too much for her. But at the very beginning of the year, and I think someone said something about people usually fall off with their New Year's resolution within a week. It may be even shorter than that. So My thing is, I want to make sure I create content at the right time. So if people want to know about health and fitness, I want to create that at the beginning of the year. If people want to know about other things, I want to create that at other times. So that's my main thing. I have all these video ideas, but I need to plan them as far as when I will shoot them, like what times of the year will I shoot them. So that's a part of the planning. Some people may not know exactly what they want to talk about. So it's just like, just write down ideas as they come to you. And I even shared in the video that I uploaded on Friday, when I'm in the car, I'll turn on my audio voice recorder and I'll record myself, because it's like, I'll just get this idea. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. So since I'm not writing in the car and I'm not putting it into my phone, I'm actually going to use my voice recorder, and I'll do that as I'm driving to work. A lot of times ideas come to me like first thing in the morning. It's crazy. Or when I'm driving home from work, sometimes ideas will come to me as well. So that's a part of your planning. And so far, I've talked about, if you just joined, so far I've talked about time, schedule, preparing, and planning. So if you have any tips that you want to share about any of those things as far as time, schedule, preparing, and planning, go ahead and drop it in the comments below to let our audience know, because this is something, like I said, small YouTubers, we need a space. We need to help one another figure this out. How can we grow in being consistent, more consistent in 2026? So the next point that I had was identify your need. So if you've been trying to create content for years and it seems like you just keep having the same issue over and over and over again, go ahead and identify that as whatever this area is that you need help in. Go ahead and identify it. And once you identify it, then you're like, okay, this is where I'm needing the assistance. I see time and time again, I keep falling short here or I keep falling short there. After you have identified it, my next tip was ask. Ask and you shall receive. Ask for help. This is something you don't have to do alone. I know a lot of times in the beginning, as small creators, we will do, like I said, a one woman show, a one man show. You will do this alone. You're posting, you're creating your thumbnail, you're editing, you're the photographer, the videographer, you're the editor, you're the producer, you're doing everything. But at some point, when it becomes too much, go ahead, identify your need, the last step, and ask. It may be asking someone to hold your camera in position for you, or if you're shooting certain content, like certain videos, like I mentioned in the video that I uploaded Friday, the cooking videos are challenging. So if I'm cooking and I want someone to move my camera, I can just ask my hubby or my daughter, say, hey, move the camera just real quick. I want to get this shot from this angle. You can do that. Ask people ahead of time if you need, if this is something that, because, like I was saying in the video, people are busy. Everyone is out here trying to do what they're trying to do when it comes to their lives. So just ask people to make a little time for you to assist you, and they're happy to do it. Or they'll say, well, how about I do it on this day? And you guys work your schedules together to see what's going to work best, because you need their help. And if you're not paying nobody, you got to take what they can give you. So that's something I would definitely say that should help us small creators. Also, the last tip, take a break. Take a break. Take a break. Do not, I don't think anybody with your career, with your business, with anything, you should do day in, day out, every day, 7 days a week, and never take a break. You will burn out to the point where you won't have any energy to do anything, and you can't, what do they say? You can't pour from an empty vessel or an empty cup, and you will feel empty. You will feel like you have nothing left. So make sure you're taking a break. We when we if we punch a clock, if we go to work, we get vacation time. We earn that vacation time, and so we'll take a vacation a few times a week. I'm sorry, I wish. A few times a year. A few times a year, we'll take a vacation. And it's like, that's your break from your job. And most people work a 40-hour a week job, may work 5 8-hour shifts. When I've traveled, I've done 4 10-hour shifts. So and then I know some of my nurses out there, they work 3 12-hour shifts. See, they're not working all these 12 hours. Good afternoon, classy, charming Carla. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you. Yeah, so people are out here, they have their schedules, their work schedules, and then they have their vacation time. So take a break from whatever it is that you're doing. You have to recharge. You need that time. So I want to share this with you guys real quick before we end. There's something, this came up in my YouTube feed just the other day. Something called a lateral calendar. Has anyone heard of a lateral calendar before? So just say yes or no, but I'm going to go ahead and explain what it is for those who have not heard of a lateral calendar. It's pretty much, and I'll show you my calendar just for demonstration purposes. No? Okay. So a lateral calendar, what you would do, and this I really would like to tell you guys to definitely try this out. Lateral calendar, you will have your days of the week across the top. So let's just say each month has 4 weeks. Some months may run into maybe 4.5, almost 5 weeks, just depending on how many days, like when you have your months like January with 31 days. So you would have like it would say SMTWTFS. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That would go, you would repeat that like about 4 or 5 times. So that's going to be across the top. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. So that goes across the top. Down the side, you're going to have, hold on, I'm trying to remember. Okay, you're going to have, yes, you're going to have your months, your months. So let's say January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and so on. So you'll have the months going down the side. You'll have the days going across the top. So if you're at month like January, for example, it has 31 days in it. So you'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll go all the way to 31. So, and so this first row would be January, then the second row would be February, the third would be March, and it would go all the way down to December. A lateral calendar allows you to see your entire year. So this came up on my YouTube channel and I watched this video and this guy was saying it helps you to see your entire outlook for the entire year. So let's just say in January, I have 2 nieces with birthdays. So I would know, I would put B for January 2nd and B for January 4th if there's their birthdays. And I would have that on here. So anything else going on in that month, and you can color code it. Let's just say you could put a sun for summertime vacation. So once you get down to June, you would take your vacation here. So I said, man, I really like that. And so it was like you get to see your entire year. So you can decide when you want to take a vacation, what month, what week. It was crazy, but it made so much sense because I'm like, we're so busy. If we go ahead at the beginning of our year, make a lateral calendar, we get to see the entire outlook for the whole year. I was like, do you know how productive we could be? Because now in January, I'm thinking about my vacation that's in August or in July because it's on this sheet. So then I know, don't schedule certain things around vacation time. So you can do the same thing with creating content. You can say, okay, I'm going to create a video once every 2 weeks or once a week on this day. Let's just say if you create it on a Sunday, you will film on a Sunday. On Monday, take a break. Go to work if that's what you have to do. Then Tuesday, come back to it and start editing your video. Wednesday, you may need to take a break. Then Thursday, get your thumbnail together, get your description box together, then get it ready for uploading on Friday. I'm suggesting this for people who are busy just because I feel like if you get to see your entire outlook, it can really, really help you. So, with all of that being said, let's try to get our calendars together. I will post this one below in the description. Like I said, you may not be able to personalize it, but I will post it just in case you may be able to, but it's just an example. The lateral calendar, I'm going to take a shot at that. Well, thank you all so much for joining. If you want to play this back, go for it. And also watch my latest video about why is YouTube so hard. Let's try to get in the mix in 2026. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.